Cui Jian is widely considered to be the father of Chinese rock and roll. Born into a musical family in 1961, Cui spent his childhood in Beijing amid the chaos of the Cultural Revolution. By his early teens, however, he had begun to play the trumpet. By the time he was 20, in 1981, he had joined the Beijing Philharmonic Orchestra. Not long thereafter, he encountered Western rock music and in 1984 formed his first band with 6 other classically trained musicians. Influenced by the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and the Talking Heads, the band, known as 7-Ply Board, performed their own original soft rock compositions and love songs. Not unlike so many musicians who first gained their exposure by appearing on programs like American Idol, Cui Jian had his first big break when he performed at an unprecedented concert at the Beijing Workers' Stadium in 1986, singing what would become perhaps the most influential song in Chinese rock and roll history, the title of which is variously translated as Nothing to My Name or I Have Nothing. In Chinese, it's 一无所有. According to Andrew F. Jones, I Have Nothing is an example of rock songs and performances that have been utilized by students and other fans both as a means for affective empowerment, for cultural critique, and as a conduit for explicitly political protest. Indeed, I Have Nothing became an anthem not only of the Tiananmen protesters in 1989, but to millions of young Chinese during the late 1980s and early 90s. Let's take a listen.
我曾经问个不休，你何时跟我走？可你却总是笑我一无所有。我要给你我的追求，还有我的。
Scott Gaylor, one of the instructors of this course, lived in China from August 1989 through May of 1990 and recalls the emotional response this song elicited from college-age young people of the times. In his article, The Politics of Popular Music in Post-Tiananmen China, Andrew F. Jones quotes one college student at Cui Jian's Asian Games Tour concert in Xi'an, who expressed the power of this song in this way. When you sing it over and over again, you will learn how to be confident despite hard times, how to awaken yourself from stagnation. You will realize your self-worth after having followed a difficult road. Another concert goer, according to Jones, relates that when we sing this song, we don't feel ashamed of having nothing anymore. In a 1999 Time magazine article, Cui Jian recalled, I performed at Tiananmen Square in 1989, 15 days before the crackdown. I sang A Piece of Red Cloth, a tune about alienation. I covered my eyes with a red cloth to symbolize my feelings. Like the leaders of the protest and other high-profile participants, Cui was forced into hiding after the crackdown on June 4th. He came out of hiding and returned to Beijing not long after, and was permitted to tour with his band for the first time in early 1990. The 10-concert tour, titled The New Long March, was scheduled in Zhengzhou, Wuhan, Xi'an, Chengdu, and other cities. Professor Gaylor, who attended and made a bootleg copy of the Wuhan concert on March 24, 1990, witnessed Cui Jian blindfold himself with a piece of red cloth and his guitarist gag himself with the red cloth as they performed the well-known political anthem, A Piece of Red Cloth. At the Wuhan concert, A Piece of Red Cloth was the penultimate number of the concert, with I Have Nothing as the final song. Another anonymous rock music fan attended Cui Jian's Beijing stop on the tour and had this to say of the concert. In order to raise money for the 11th Asian Games, even this guy has been allowed to give a performance. Nowadays, his songs are full of a kind of decadent mood, and he has been prevented from giving many concerts. But yesterday, he challenged the authorities again. He sang a forbidden song when the audience encouraged him with passionate applause. He tied a red cloth over his eyes, and his guitarist gagged himself with a red cloth as well. What did this mean? Of course, everyone in Beijing knew exactly what it meant. Most of the audience of 15,000 people rose to their feet. It was so exciting, just like that other unbelievable day and night, meaning June 3rd and 4th, 1989. The remainder of this podcast includes the bootleg recording of Yi Kuai Hongbu, or A Piece of Red Cloth, as well as Yi Wu Suoyo, made by Gaylor in 1990 in Wuhan. Notice at the end of the recording of Yi Kuai Hongbu that you'll hear people in the crowd chanting Yi Wu Suoyo, Yi Wu Suoyo. I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit about Cui Jian, the father of Chinese rock and roll.
一个人能够依靠从头能够有双眼，有能够听，他问我看中什么？我说我看你的性格。这个感觉很舒服。 这
What by that, right?
听我来唱一唱，如果你是90年代的，希望我们继续发扬南京人的吃苦精神，眼前我们一无所有，一切都会好的，对不对？